Buccaneers, we are at Waxahachie Lodge and we are going to show you the fun things you can do at Sequoia National Park. Our first stop is the Tokopah Valley Trail, and we'll be hiking 1.7 miles each way to Tokopah Falls. I hope this trail is mostly shaded.
I like how they jump.
The only way Brother has battery is if he runs. For some reason, he gets really excited when he runs, and if he walks, he's out of energy. Okay, no running. This is our first creek crossing. It's a very, very little creek. Whew, I didn't fall in and drown. Most of the people on this trail have a face covering, which is nice, like when they pass us. Whoa, look up there. Look up. These flowers are heliconias, and hummingbirds like to get their sugary nectar from these plants because they have to refill with energy after 10 minutes. See it? It's up there. See all that watery stuff? That's the waterfall. See? This is a very cool part of the trail because it's rocky on both sides. We have reached Tokopah Falls. It's actually like two waterfalls. There's not much water running down, but it's still pretty cool. We have just finished our hike to Tokopah Falls and back, and that was a pretty good trail. Even though it is a hot day, I'd say half of the trail is shaded. When you're going to the waterfall, you go uphill, and coming back, it's downhill. So when we came back, it was like 30 minutes quicker for us. My favorite part of the trail was the rocky terrain near the waterfall because it was really beautiful. And as for the waterfall itself, I think it would be nicer in the spring when it's stronger. Overall, this is a great hike to go on. Brother, what do you think of this trail? It was easy. Our next stop is the Crescent Meadow Loop Trail, and we're going to be walking for 1.7 miles. The Crescent Meadow Trail is nice because it's all paved. This is our second bridge, and there's a creek. And there might be poison dart frogs. No, there's probably not. That's in South America. We're going to be going around the Crescent Meadow, but if we went this way, we'd continue on the High Sierra Trail and we would end up in Mount Whitney in 60 miles. And that's the tallest point in the continental U.S. But look, over here, I'm on the pavement. And over here, I'm on the dirt. Pavement, dirt, dirt, pavement, dirt, dirt, no, pavement. Wait for me! Here we have a great view of Crescent Meadow. And Brother's going to go in the meadow, which I think is allowed because there's a dirt path. After a while, the paved road turned into a very narrow dirt road. This place is called a chimney tree because it kind of looks like a fireplace. In fact, I think the fire did burn here, and the burn went all the way up there. And also made kind of like a fire shape. But the only thing about this tree is if you look up, you don't really see any light. That means that it's not a complete chimney. Ah, what's that? What thing is that? What's that animal? Is that a rat? Animal! Uncouple. Let me run past. It's a hamster. How cute. This tree toppled over into the meadow, and you can see all its roots. That just makes me think, whoa, redwood trees are so large. Oh, yeah. Look how tall this tree used to be. From its big roots over there, it goes all the way, almost to the end of the meadow. This fallen tree now has many little holes in it, probably from bugs. And that big tall tree, it's kind of strange because there's no more leaves. It's like part of it just fell off. Okay. Here, hold that. It seems like we're going the right way because we're following the signs to the parking area. You might be tempted into bringing one of these little pine cones home because they're really pretty, but don't because it's a federal offense since we're in a national park. And plus, these pine cones can help grow new redwood trees, I think. There's two trees I want to point out here. The first one is the closer one, which has a tunnel through the middle. And the second tree over there, it's burned all the way from top to bottom. And yet it's still standing. So that concludes the Crescent Meadow Loop Trail, which started as a wide pavement trail, and then it became dirt and got really, really narrow with plants all around us. My favorite part of the trail was when we got to go into the meadow, because it was very beautiful there.
My favorite part was when Brother was dragging me along.
Overall, I will say that I like the Tokopah Falls Trail better, but this is also not bad if you like meadows. And now to our final destination. Our last stop of the day is hiking to Paradise Creek, and it will be a mile each way from Hospital Rock. Down there is a water play area with a lot of people, but we're not going to go there because it's basically like a swimming pool except there's no chlorine, so that's even worse. And plus that's not where we were aimed to go. So we're headed towards Paradise Creek, which is on the road to Buckeye Flats, which is closed. Hopefully we're going the right way. So according to some people that we passed, the Paradise Creek is not crowded. Actually, I think it's the same creek that goes to where all those people are. But luckily we'll be upstream, so we won't be getting any of the drones from there. And this road is closed, so we have the whole road to ourselves. Actually, maybe I shouldn't do that in case a service vehicle comes. We're making our way down to the creek, and there's this rope to help us. All right, we're gonna take our first step into the creek. Okay, ready for a water splash?
Ready, set, splash!
Okay, ready? 2. So overall, that part of the river was a great place to play at because there wasn't a strong current and it was pretty shallow. Also, it wasn't too hard to walk to from Hospital Rock, and we were the only people there, which means it's really isolated, and that's good because of the pandemic.
My favorite part was probably climbing
The rope?
even though that wasn't part of the river.
Oh yeah, something else I liked was the rope that you were able to use to climb down to the river. The only thing is that since it's the pandemic, I don't know, it's just that we have to sanitize our hands after. But it does certainly help you climb up and down. We had so much fun at Sequoia National Park.